Foam rolling is a type of soft tissue mobilization that's a really important aspect of keeping you healthy through your training. So I'm going to demonstrate exactly how you should do it. Again, I'm showing you a foam roller. There's several different things you can use. You can use a stick or a tiger tail. You can use a lacrosse ball maybe up against a wall to get some of the harder to reach areas. And we used to think foam rolling would break up adhesions and was kind of like a self-massage. What we're finding out now is that we're not actually sure why foam rolling works to kind of relax the body and loosen you up, but we do know that it does work. Some people say that it sends a signal to your brain to get the muscles to relax, but either way, we like foam rolling and we know that it works. We just might not know why it works. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple different things that you can roll out. I'm going to start out with the quads. So I'm going to put the foam roller right in front of my legs. I'm going to get in almost a plank position on my forearms. I'm going to stay nice and tight. You don't want to sag through your lower back here. So you want to keep everything nice and tight. You just kind of want to roll back and forth, nice and controlled. When you're first foam rolling, it can be quite awkward if you're not used to manipulating your body on something like this. And if you don't fall off at least twice, you're not doing it right. You're going to go all the way up to the hip, all the way to the knee. Now if you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can roll one quad at a time. So you can lift your quad off of here and roll just one. That decreases the surface area, so it increases the pressure. You just kind of want to spend about 30 to 60 seconds on each area. Next, I'm going to get the IT band. So going right down the side of my leg here. You'll know this one when you hit it. It's usually pretty painful. Beyond just rolling up and down, you can also roll side to side. A lot of people like that. And foam rolling, it depends on how stiff you are and how much soft tissue work you do. It can be kind of intense for some people. If that's the case, you might want to start out with the stick or the tiger tail, like I mentioned, or maybe a white foam roller that's going to be a little bit softer foam, so it's a lower density foam. I'm going to flip over and get my other IT band now. So you can see I'm keeping everything nice and stiff on my body. I'm not letting anything sag. All the way up to the hip, all the way to my knee. Now I'm going to sit on top of the roller and I'm going to get my glutes. Okay, so whichever glute that you're getting, you're leaning more on that side. You just kind of start on the side, roll towards the middle. If you want to change the angle of this, you can put this foot up on the knee and get the glute that way as well. So just roll around a little bit. Again, I'm not going to spend the full 30 to 60 seconds on every muscle group. I'm just going to kind of demonstrate. If you want to get your hamstrings, just put the foam roller right here. This one can be a little tough, especially depending on the length of your arms. I have really long arms, so it's pretty simple for me, but you can do one at a time. I'm holding my body up, turning my foot different directions to get the entire hamstring. Next, you're going to get your calves. Just kind of roll along the length of those. You can even move the foam roller. There's really no rules for using the foam roller. It's just whatever's most comfortable for you. Again, the more weight that you put on there, the more intense it's going to be. If you want to get the front of your legs on the shins, set the roller right here. You're going to get up on top. Now this one can be quite intense for a lot of people, so be careful. You're here, just kind of roll. Yep, I was not joking about that. Pretty intense. Just kind of roll up and down a few times. Okay, next we're going to get the adductor. This one can be kind of an awkward position to get into. Again, you might have to play around with it a little bit and find what helps you feel it. The adductor's right here going towards the groin. I generally put the foam roller at kind of a perpendicular angle to my leg. So I'm here, and then I drape my leg over it. So again, you can see I'm perpendicular. Just kind of roll in like this. You can turn your toe down towards the ground. That's how you get the adductor. Next, we're going to get the lat, which is right here, running right alongside the armpit. Again, you want to make a T position with your body and the foam roller. So you want your body to be perpendicular to the foam roller. Put your arm out. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. You can put your hand behind your head. Same thing that we did on the IT band. If you want to roll side to side, you can. Next, I'm going to show you how to get your pec, which is right here on your chest. This, again, can be a little bit awkward as well, and this is sometimes better done with a lacrosse ball up against a wall, where you put the lacrosse ball between your chest and the wall and kind of roll around there. But I'm going to try to demonstrate with the foam roller. You're here. You kind of prop your body right on top of the roller. Turn your thumb down. Just roll right over on the chest. Now we're going to get the back. I've saved the absolute best one for last. This one feels really good for almost everybody. So you're going to start this about mid-back. Okay, just going to lift your hips up. Just kind of roll from your mid-back to your upper back. You can put your hands behind your head if you'd like. You can take your arm and kind of tug on it to pull your shoulder blade over and get kind of more underneath that shoulder blade a little bit. So if you're pulling your left arm over, you'd be rolling on the left shoulder blade. Sometimes it gets away from you a little bit, so you got to pull it back underneath you. I've been doing this a long time and it still gets away from me. So you just kind of play around with it a little bit. One thing you want to be careful of is you don't want to be hyperextended or have your hips sagged while you're doing this. So keep your core nice and braced. Just keep rolling right along the spine. Some people like to do some thoracic spine mobilizations where they mobilize their upper back a little bit on here. If you do that, put your butt on the ground, take a big deep breath through your nose, blow out hard through your mouth, brace your core, just kind of lean backwards over the roller. Now you'll notice I'm trying not to move through here. I'm trying to only move through my upper back. Once I do that, I'll roll down about 1/4 of an inch or an inch, go back, trying to stay tight the whole time. What you don't want is this, okay, because that's not getting your thoracic spine, that's actually getting the movement through your lumbar. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to foam roll. If you feel pain, especially sharp shooting pain, stop immediately. Okay, you might feel a little bit of discomfort, but it should never be painful. And you can roll tons of different areas of your body. These are the most common ones and some of my favorites. It's perfect to do before your workout. You can do your breathing and then do your foam rolling and then get into your warm up and then do your workout. And if you do it, you're definitely more likely to stay a lot more healthy.